Hi guys, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Welcome to my usually a struggle cooking channel. But today, as you can see, I am not in the kitchen. I wanted to record a video for you all. I'm at the end of my trip to the beautiful Salt Lake City. I was here for a conference, and unfortunately my flight has been delayed, so they put me on a red eye for tonight, so I probably won't be able to record for you all or go live on Monday. But I did want to make sure that I stayed engaged with you guys and give you some content that hopefully is useful to you. So for anyone who doesn't know me, welcome. I am a boy mom times two. I have two teenagers. I've been on a health and wellness journey. I've struggled with weight my entire life, but finally in my 40s, I'm now 46, I have found what works for me. Working with a metabolic specialist in her office, I've been tested for food sensitivities, and for me that was a cheek swab and then also some hair samples. So I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I need to avoid. All of the recipes that I share on my struggle cooking channel are recipes that I would make for you, I would make for the family. I always use the substituted ingredients, but you can use any of my recipes with the full flavor ingredients. So thank you so much for being here. All right, so I was in town for a conference, which is now over. And as I'm waiting to make my way back home, I wanted to share 3 tips with you all as far as what I've done on my health and wellness journey. In case I haven't shared, I am maintaining an 80 plus pound weight loss with at least 20 more to go. I've completely changed the way that I eat and snack, except for when I'm on vacation. So we're going to talk about that. And I believe in enjoying my food, and the way that I've been able to get back on track after a vacation, I think is one of the keys to my success. So tip number 1, what do I do before a vacation? So I enjoy traveling, and now things are opening back up. I try to take at least 2 trips a year, one with the boys and one without. So this was definitely, in my opinion, a much needed mom vacation. Got a nice little Airbnb with a kitchen so I could cook for myself. But anytime that I know I'm going to be traveling, because a big part of my success has been cooking my own food, so I know exactly what goes in it, I do allow myself to splurge and indulge, but only when I'm on vacation. So before my trip, I don't have the mindset of, I'm going on vacation, it doesn't matter anyway, I'm going to eat what I want. Up until the day that I fly out or we drive out, I stay on my plan. I've shared with you all, and I will share with you all in future videos, some of the hacks that I've used to stop grocery shopping about a week before I'm traveling, and especially try to go through the perishables that I have on hand. I use those ingredients to come up with recipes that are on plan and just stay on track. And it helps me to look forward to splurging on vacation because I'm going to be diligent for the time being while I'm at home. Another thing that I'll do before a vacation, if there is something that I want to have, I will actually put it in my suitcase and save it for the trip. For example, I love chocolate, and sometimes I will find exquisite, delectable foreign chocolates that I don't want to open the package while I'm at home, because you all know, or maybe it's just me, you have 1, and then 1 turns into 3, and then 3 turns into you know how many, and then the package is gone. So if I have something like that, I will actually put it in my suitcase to enjoy while I'm on the trip. So that's one of the things that I do before my vacation, stay on plan, and then anything that I want to enjoy on the trip, if it will travel well, I will go ahead and put it in my luggage so that I can enjoy when I'm on vacation. Okay, and now tip number 2, when I'm actually on vacation, what do? I enjoy myself. Because I've completely changed the way that I eat and I snack, my palate has changed. But y'all, I still enjoy really good food. And it makes savoring full flavor ingredients, real milk, real cream, real butter, real sugar, all of that. You know how I have said it's not what you eat from time to time, it's what you eat all of the time? So this is an example of one of those from time to time. So when I'm on vacation, I allow myself to eat 3 meals a day. You all know when I'm home, sometimes I eat two, sometimes it's just one. Another thing that I do when I'm on vacation, I will indulge in maybe one adult beverage. I'm a lightweight, so I can't do much. I'm more of a tea drinker, but I will have as much water as I can. I have a travel water bottle that has a filter built in, and I take that with me whenever I'm traveling, because I notice when I eat some of those full flavor ingredients, it does throw my body off a little bit, and I feel a lot more thirsty than I usually am. So I make sure that I have my water bottle. But absolutely, if I want a croissant, I'm having a croissant. If I want dessert, I'm having dessert. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is that a little goes a long way, because I don't have to eat to get overly uncomfortably full. We've talked about the scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is you're so famished you don't care what you eat, and 10 is you're so full you overate and you're nauseous. I still like to keep it between a 3 and an 8. So I may not have to clean my plate anymore. I've shared that I used to have a really bad relationship with food, where it was all or nothing. Now I love sampling a little bit of everything, and it may only take a couple bites and I'm satisfied. But if I want the whole thing, I am going to eat the whole thing, knowing that I'm on vacation and this is my time to indulge. So those are some things that I do when I'm on vacation. I allow myself. I don't really worry about what I'm eating, because I know how to get back on track. I just make sure I drink a lot of water, so that my body can stay hydrated and get back on track and process what I'm eating. All right, so now vacation is over. I'll be taking the red eye tonight, so I'll be back in town tomorrow. And when I'm back home, I get right back on track. One of the things that I've shared with you all, because I'm able to make the food that I have to eat in a way that I want to eat it, I actually look forward to my own food. My body responds better to my own food. So I definitely indulge when I'm on vacation. But tip number 3, when I come home, first thing in the morning, like I always do, I weigh myself, because I weighed myself before I left on vacation, so I know exactly my starting weight. And you all, don't let the number on the scale throw you off. A lot of it is water weight. You have not gained 5, 6, or 11 pounds. Once you get back on track, your cells, or what I've heard, and I'm not a doctor, is that your cells are holding on to all that sugary, sweet, salty fluid. So you just got to get your body back on track. Do not beat yourself up about it. It will happen. So I just get right back on track. Sometimes if I'm a little bloated or if I'm a little achy, I understand. I've been through this process so many times that I know it just takes time. So usually by day 2 or day 3 post-vacation, I'm right back where I started. But even if it takes me a week to get there, it's fine. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This is how I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. So what I do when I return, I get right back on track. I remember that memory for what it was. I do my groceries and make sure that I have all of the foods that I need to stay on track in the house as immediately as possible. And then I just go back to regular with my dairy-free, gluten-free, and sugar-free way of eating. So those are my 3 tips, how I eat on vacation. Tip number 1, make sure you stay on track until it's time to go. And if there's anything you really want to have, see if you can take it with you or enjoy it on the trip. Tip number 2, I indulge. I let myself have what I want when I want it. Just make sure to drink water while you're traveling. Have a water bottle that you can take with you if that's convenient. And then tip number 3, when I get back, I get right back on track. I weigh myself so I know exactly what I'm working with, but I don't do anything drastic. I just allow my body time to get back on track, and it always comes back to center, and then I go back to where I was before I started. So I hope those tips are helpful for you. Now that things are opening back up, I'm going to be traveling again soon, but I wanted to share this video so you guys have some insight into what I do before, during, and after vacation. So I'm going to leave you with that. I am going to drink my tea and wait for my flight tonight. All right, scholars, goodbye.